Okay, continuing yung concentric helical coil spring, para mas maintindihan nyo siya, i-drawing nyo. For number 8. Okay? Meron akong outer spring. Malagay natin, this is the outer spring. Pasensya nyo na yung drawing. Tapos meron akong inner spring. Magkakaroon ngayon ng impact dyan ng load. Okay? Kung titignan nyo, para silang side by side natin. Okay? Ito yung outer spring. Ito ngayon yung inner spring. So, parehas silang sasalo ng load. Sasalo yan parehas. So, ibig sabihin, ano sila? Series or parallel? Parallel sila kasi parehas sila ng plane na pagsasaluhan ng load. It just so happened, at sabi dito, initial the inner spring is 20 mm shorter. So, this spring is somehow 20 mm shorter than that of your original spring. This is spring 1, this is spring 2. Okay? Since parallel sila, di ba sabi ko pag parallel, kunin natin ulit yung okay? Copy. Paste natin dito sa baba. Okay. For the springs that is in parallel, take note, yung total force is additive. Okay? So that is F1, kung ano man yung magiging load sa 1, i-add mo lang sa magiging load sa 2 plus F2. And then syempre, yung deflection niya, total is same throughout. Ayan yung deflection niya. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung deflection natin at 1 is equal to the deflection at 2. Ano yung total load na ipinataw mo dyan sa dalawang spring? Sabi dito, that the load of 100 kilonewtons ay sinalo nung spring. So, the total load is 100 kilonewtons. Now, the question is, find the percent load carried by the inner spring. Okay? Algebra ka ngayon dito. Now, on Hooke's law, di ba sabi dyan, F is K deflection. Okay? Meron tayong K, pero wala tayong F. Tama ba? Am I right? So, alamin natin yung magiging deflection nila sa bawat isa. Okay? So, on number 1, siya ang unang sasalo. Excuse me. So, 100 kilonewtons. Pwede bang ganito gawin ko? Yung F total ko is equal to F1 plus F2. Tama? Where? Pwede ko naman sabihin 100 is equal to F1 plus F2. Equation 1. Equation A. Next one, in deflection is equal to deflection 2. Pero in deflection kasi, pag ni-reform ko ito, this is F over K. Tama ba? Tama ba? So, this will become F1 over K1 equal to F2 over K2. Madali na may solve, diba? Meron ba tayong mga given K dyan? Yun, no? Nagbigay siya, 490 tsaka 125. We take note that F1 is 125. This for F1, K sub 1 to. K sub 1, this is K sub 2. Okay? Equate na lang natin. So, F1 over, yung K sub 1 natin is 125 kung di ako nagkakamali. Okay, 125 tsaka 490. Mali. 1 to 5, huwag nyo lagyan ng unit para hindi kayo nalilito. Equal to F2 over 490. Tapos, pwede mong ipasok yung value ni F1. Okay? So, i-reform mo si A na F1 is equal to 100 minus F2. So, this will become 100 minus F2 divide by 125 equal to F2 over 490. Cross multiplying. Okay? Pag cross multiply mo yan, that will become 490 times 100 minus F2 equal to 125 F2. Distribute natin. This will become 490 times 100. 49,000 yan. 49,000 minus 490 F2 equal to 125 F2. Pagsamahin natin yung same. So, 490 plus 125, this is F2, equal to 49,000. Divide by 490 plus 125. So, F2 is equal to newtons to Kasi ginawa akong newton per millimeter to Newtons yan So, 100 kilonewtons cancel. Kilonewtons siya, kilonewtons. So, yung kilonewtons siya Tanggal yung meter. So, this will become 49000 divided by 490 plus 125. This is kilonewtons. 79.6748 kilonewtons. Anong tinatanong? The percent load carried by the inner spring. So, kung ito yung sa inner spring, F2, percent load, di ilagay nyo dito yung F2 divide by actual load, applied load, times 100%. So, this is 79.6748 divide by 100. Divide by 100 mo na lang. 79. 79.67%. Close lang naman dun sa naging value. Yan yung maikli na version. Yung naunang version ko, I'll show you. Ito yung mahabang version. This one. Pero same lang naman yan. Okay? Same na same lang yan. Nasaan yung 0.20? Inequal niya dito. Equal. Yan yung shortcut. Pero ito yung tama Another solution for that. Ginawang, pagkakaintindi ko kasi dito, okay? Pag ginawa niya siyang ganyan. Pero pag kasi, sinabi natin that it is in series. Tama ba? O, tama. Yung series siya, if in series, pero dapat series to Another formula. So, pag series kasi, ito, okay, tapos total deflection is equal to, yung magiging total deflection ni 1, okay, papatong dun kay 2. So, maminusan ka na magiging deflection kay 2. That is the total deflection. So, deflection ni 1 is equal to deflection ni 2 plus yung total deflection niya. Okay? So, this will become yung deflection na 20 mm is equal to deflection 1 minus deflection 2. Since tawag dito, yung K natin is kilonewton meter, gawin na natin Newton per millimeter squared. Newton per millimeter. So this will become 20 equal to F1 over K sub 1 minus F2 over K sub 2. Itong una, ito kasi yung una kong pagkakaintindi sa kanya nun. Ganito yung ginagawa ko. Pero I think this is mali. Ang tama dito is equate nyo parehas yung following deflection. Okay? So this will become 20 mm na to F1. Palitan na natin yung F1 ng ito equation. Sana yun? Yung 100 minus F2. So 100 minus F2 divide by K sub 1. K sub 1 is, hindi ako nagkakamali, 125. Okay? Minus, yung F2 ko is, F2 as is, divide by 490. Ngayon, para ma-simplify natin to, cross-multiply mo sila, tapos i-multiply mo yung baba. This will become 20 equal to 490, 100 minus, yung 100 mo, hindi na 100 yan. Kasi, ginawa kong Newton per millimeter. Kilonewton pa rin yan. Kailangan gawin kong Newton. Okay? So, times 1,000. Magiging, ilan to? 100K? Tama ba? 100K. Ko na lang. Highlight ko lang. 100K. Okay. So, 100,000 okay, minus F2 minus 125 F2 divide by 125 times 490. Ngayon, cross multiply ko ulit. So this will become 20 times 125 times 490 equal to 490 times 100,000. Okay? Minus 490 plus 125 F2. I want to go solve for F2. So F2 is equal to 490 times 100,000 minus 20 times 125 times 490 all over by 490 plus 125. So yun yung F2 natin. Mahaba lang talaga siya. So 490 times 100,000 minus 20 times 125 times 490 divide by 490 plus 125. So, kilonewtons to divide ko na lang ng 1,000 para maging newtons. Okay, times 1,000. This will become newtons na. Kilonewtons. Okay? Uy, mali. Okay? Times 1,000. So, 77.629 kilonewtons. So, percent, okay, that is 77.6829 over 100. This is approximately equal to 0.777. Ito yung tamang solution. For number 8. Okay? Yung first assumption kasi ang ginawa mo, inisip mo siya as parallel. Hindi pala. Pag concentric, it is series. For number 9, last problem, a spring has a wire diameter of 30 mm and 15 active coils. If a load of 12 kN is applied, it deflects 80 mm. Find the mean diameter of the spring, where G is 85 giganewton meter squared. Basic yan. For number 9. Ano hinahanap? The deflection. Hindi. The wire or mean diameter. So, meron tayong deflection is equal to 8FC cube N over GD. Yung C cube mo kasi, di ba yung C is dm over D. Simplify natin, okay lang? So, this is 8F dm over D. Naka-cube to. N. NA yan, ha? G D. Simplify. This will become 8F dm cube NA tapos G D to the fourth. Kailangan ko yung dm. dm is equal to cube root. Cube root ng ano? So, deflection, G D to the fourth, 8 F NA. So, dm is equal to cube root. And deflection natin, 80 mm. Okay? 80 mm. 80 mm. Yung G is 85 kung di tayo nagkakamali. Okay, 85,000. 85,000 Newton per millimeter squared. Wire diameter is 30 mm. 30 mm to the fourth. Tapos 8. Ilang kilonewton siya? 12. Balikan natin. 12. 12,000 newtons. Number of active coils, 15. So, cancel all same units. Newton. Millimeter, isa, magiging 3. Okay? Cube root ng answer will become 80 times 85,000 times 30 raised to the fourth power. Divide by 8 times 12,000 times 15. Mean diameter is, tama ba sagot natin? 156.4. Okay? That is, basic lang yan. 156.3905 mm. Okay? So, that's it.